What's up, YouTube? You're watching Epic Luco, and now that 2014 is out of the way, we can finally start getting into the 2015 movie season. And now that January is kind of whittling down, the garbage dump of the movie season, it's finally kind of over. We can finally start talking about what we're going to be expecting this year. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about what I'm anticipating this year, and what I want to see this year, what I think is going to be good, what could be interesting, and what could be new. Some of these movies might not turn out to be good, but they do look interesting the way they're marketed, so I'm kind of interested in seeing them. So I guess, yeah, we can start this now. On February 6th, I actually have two movies that I'm anticipating. One of them being the Wachowskis' new movie, Jupiter Ascending. This looks kind of interesting because it's like, first of all, it is the Wachowskis, the guys who did The Matrix. So we're getting a new movie from them. And seeing as their filmography has kind of been a little wonky in the past couple years, I don't really know what to expect from this. It could be Matrix level or it could be Cloud Atlas level. You don't know. But it stars Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis, and I don't know. It looks like it could be an interesting concept. I need to see maybe one more trailer before I go and see this, but I will be going to see this. But I think the other movie that's coming out this day is a little more anticipated on my part, that is. And that other movie is one of my favorite cartoons as a kid, SpongeBob SquarePants, Sponge Out of Water. Now, on the offhand, this could be either way because to me, SpongeBob has kind of died out as opposed to when it was really big back in like the early 2000s when it was like actually funny. First of all, it's kind of just like went downhill for me. I don't like the new animation style. I don't like the joke style. So this movie looks like it could have some potential because some of the jokes that I've heard in the trailers hint to it that it could be like self-aware a little bit and kind of pulling on the reins of its own stardom. So I think this could be a very good movie, honestly, because it kind of reminds me of how Who Framed Roger Rabbit in the way that like these cartoon characters are coming into the new world. Although it could also remind me of Smurfs, which I don't really want to be reminded of. So SpongeBob, please redeem yourself with this movie. Please tell me you're gonna be coming back soon. 1 week after these two movies, on February 13th, we have Kingsman: The Secret Service. Knowing that the director of X-Men First Class is going to be directing it, and it feels like it's going to be kind of like a James Bond parody-ish kind of movie, yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. X-Men First Class is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time, and to see the director of that movie come into a genre like this, it just looks like it's going to be awesome. The British humor looks like it's going to be really cool. Samuel L. Jackson seems like he could be a really great villain. I really can't wait for this movie. It looks like it's going to be great. On February 20th, we have a comedy sequel that's coming out, and to a movie that wasn't really that good in my opinion, Hot Tub Time Machine 2. You may be wondering, okay, well, why, if you didn't like the first one, why are you putting it on your list? Well, because I've seen the trailer, and the way they actually like use the time travel aspect of it, they actually look like they're going to be using it to their advantage this time, as opposed to just going back in time, being all confused and stuff. They actually know what they're doing now, and I think this movie did actually deserve a sequel to try and right those wrongs. The fact that John Cusack is out of it is cool in my book because I wasn't too big a fan of him in that movie. It looks like it could be really funny. I could be wrong. It could just be really terrible. I don't know. I might go see it. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll put that on my anticipation. On March 6th, we have the new science fiction movie directed by Neil Blomkamp, known as Chappie. Neil Blomkamp is a fantastic science fiction director. District 9 is one of my favorite movies. Elysium was great. I really can't wait to see what he does with this concept, even though it's kind of been done before, literally with Short Circuit. But I feel like in the hands of Neil Blomkamp, this could be a very good movie. I really cannot wait for this one. It's probably one of my more anticipated, actually. On March 27th, we have a new DreamWorks animation known as Home. I remember seeing the first trailer for this movie in the theater and thinking that it kind of just looked like E.T. in animated form, but in that sense, it's E.T. in animated form. It's DreamWorks doing this. DreamWorks has surprised me in the past. It's also let me down in the past, but you never know with DreamWorks. It could either be How to Train Your Dragon 2 or it could be Shark Tale. You never know. I think this one is marked on everybody's calendar. May 1st is the premiere of Avengers Age of Ultron. Of course I want to see this movie. The Avengers is one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. This I don't know what to say about this one. It just looks fantastic. The couple trailers that we've seen have gotten me 100% hyped for this movie. This is easily one of my top 3 more anticipated. On May 15th, we have the long-awaited return to a franchise by George Miller, Mad Max Fury Road. Now, to be honest, I've never seen the Mad Max trilogy. I'll have to watch it before I see this one to truly get hyped for it. But the trailer for this movie just makes me all the more excited for it, because the use of practical and CG effects with this movie, and the car chases, the vibrant colors and the setting, it just all appeals to me. And I should watch the first ones, but I can't wait for this one. It looks really interesting. On May 22nd, we have a film from Brad Bird, so you know it's going to be great, Tomorrowland. I don't know a single thing about this movie, and that is what makes me so hyped for it. Brad Bird has never let me down before. Ratatouille, The Incredibles, Iron Giant, and Mission Impossible 4. All of these movies are incredible movies. Tomorrowland is hopefully another one he can add to it. Maybe it could be his best. I don't know. I cannot wait for this one. It looks cool. Really, really interesting and cool. On May 29th, we have a disaster movie from Brad Peyton known as San Andreas. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you putting this on your list? It's just going to be another disaster movie. Well, I kind of really like disaster movies, so that might make me sound dark, but I really like just like seeing the destruction of things. Does that make me sound like a psycho? I hope it does not. It just appeals to me just to see just these gigantic structures just be just completely taken out by small natural things. It sounds dark, I know, but it's just such a beautiful thing at the same time. Whatever. This movie looks like it's interesting to me. Okay, maybe it won't be anything different from any other disaster movie. I like disaster movies, so I just put it that way. Whatever. Coming June 12th is a movie that I have been waiting for years for them to make. Years and years, and we're finally getting it. Jurassic World. I love Jurassic Park. It's one of my favorite movies. You can forget about the other 2 movies that happened, but Jurassic Park is amazing. I've been waiting for a Jurassic Park 4, or in this case, Jurassic World, for 10 years now, and I cannot wait to see this movie. Even if it doesn't live up to the expectations I'm putting towards it, I just want to return to this genre really badly. I really can't wait for this one. It looks like it's going to be great. A week after that, on June 19th, we have the new Pixar movie, Inside Out. Now, first seeing the trailer for this movie, I was very skeptical on it. It looked like it didn't look like it was gonna do anything of merit to make me think like, wow, that is really interesting and original. And it being original, that doesn't mean it's gonna be good. But after seeing the second trailer for it, the fact that they use this type of idea to their advantage, it looks like it could be an incredible movie. I really, really want to see this one. Hopefully Pixar can come back after the slope downwards that they've been following with, Cars 2. Please pull out of the mud. Pixar, you are great. Just please pull out of the mud with this one. On June 26th, we have another comedy sequel to a movie that I really don't think should have deserved one, but Ted 2. Now, I liked the first Ted. I thought it was very funny. But some of the story elements got really dramatic in the point where every comedy has to do that, but after seeing the first trailer a little while ago for Ted 2, it looks like it could have some interesting concepts in it, could have some hilarious antics in it. Do I think it'll live up to the second one? Maybe. I'm not sure about that one, but I'll probably check this one out just because I like the first one. On July 1st, there's a movie that I'm a little worried about, to be honest, and that is Terminator Genesis. When I say I'm worried about this movie, I mean, I'm worried because of the trailer itself, because a lot of the things in the trailer really didn't hook me. It looks like it's just literally ripping off of the first two movies, the only two good ones of merit, and I don't know. It just looks. I will go see it for sure because I really like Terminator, but I'm not sure yet because the trailers, the way they market it, it just looks like okay, we're just gonna put some lines in from the other movies that everybody knows, and that's it. And the fact that they're gonna be pretty much rewriting the first movie, pretty much taking the other movies off of the list, worries me a lot. But you know, it could be good though. You never know. On July 10th, there's another movie that I'm a little skeptical about, but it looks like it could be good, and that's Minions. Now, again, when I say I'm skeptical, I don't mean that I didn't like the Despicable Me movies. I thought they were pretty good, and the Minions being the best parts of those movies by far. I think it's just overkill at this point, you know? I think the Minions are hilarious, and when they're put in the movies, they're the best parts, but a whole movie? Really? I don't know. I don't know if that can really work that well. It could, and I'm still gonna go see it because I loved the Despicable Me movies, but I don't know. I'm gonna go into it skeptical. We'll see, but I don't know. I'm not sure. On July 17th, we have the second Marvel movie of 2015, AntMan. So the story with this movie, when I heard they were making an Ant-Man movie, I was a little confused. But then, when I heard that they were going to be getting Edgar Wright, the director of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and the Cornetto trilogy onto this, I got really excited. And then I heard that he was pulled from the movie. And then I got a little depressed. And then I saw the trailer. And then I got a little less depressed. So, seeing as it is Marvel, and they've been coming out with fantastic movies recently, I think this could still have a lot of potential. I mean, look at Guardians of the Galaxy. They took characters that we didn't even know and made them into characters that we absolutely adore. So, you never know with Ant-Man. It could be good. It could just be okay. I don't know. We'll have to see. On July 31st, we have Mission Impossible 5, directed by Christopher McQuarrie, director of Jack Reacher, and a co-writer for Edge of Tomorrow. On August 7th, we're going to be getting the Fantastic Four movie. And skepticism kind of arose when I remembered the first two movies and how much those sucked. And then when I saw that Josh Trank, who is the director of Chronicle, is going to be directing this, I got a little interested. And then I saw the cast. I mean, they've got like Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Toby Kebbell as Dr. Doom. Now we're getting into good territory. And then the trailer came out. Then that told me that this is going to have a very different tone especially a different tone than the other two movies, but a very different tone. It's going to be feeling like a lot more sci-fi. And I really like that. It could be really interesting. I can't wait for it. On September 25th, which I'm not surprised this movie isn't like towards more Halloween, we're going to be getting Hotel Transylvania 2. A lot of people probably don't remember Hotel Transylvania, but I do. Hotel Transylvania was awesome. It is easily one of the best Halloween movies we've gotten in a long time. The animation was fantastic. The characters were very memorable, and it was hilarious. Seeing a sequel coming out, I don't really know anything about it. I don't know what they're going to be doing with it, but knowing that the director from the first one's going to be coming back, I am pretty excited for this one. On October 2nd, my favorite director, Guillermo del Toro's next movie, Crimson Peak, comes out. Now, I don't know that much about this movie. I know that Tom Hiddleston is going to be attached to it, but knowing Guillermo del Toro and that this is going to be a supernatural fantasy horror movie, oh, I cannot wait for this one. Guillermo del Toro is my favorite director, and I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know the plot. I don't know any kind of synopsis for this movie. Just knowing that Guillermo del Toro is attached to this and the genre that it is, I know it's going to be fantastic, and I really can't wait for this one. Spectre is going to be the next James Bond movie that comes out on November 6th. Now, when it comes to James Bond, I'm kind of iffy on it. It'll depend because like the first I'd say 15 movies I never really got into, was never really a big fan, but then GoldenEye came out. That's when I started getting into it a little more, and then Casino Royale and Skyfall came out. And now I love James Bond, and I really want to see what they do with this one. Another movie that's coming out on November 6th is the Peanuts movie. And this kind of worries me because it's by Blue Sky, and recently they haven't really been impressing me that much, especially with their ongoing Ice Age movies that keep getting worse every time. It's Charlie Brown, though. They can't mess up Charlie Brown. It doesn't matter what Charlie Brown is attached to, he's going to be good. It's going to be good. It has to be. If they screw this up, I'm going to kill them. On November 20th, we have the second part of The Hunger Games Mockingjay. This is the part, obviously, that everybody wants to see. The first part was just kind of boring and really didn't leave too much of an impact on anybody. But this one is going to be the big finale. It's like the first two Harry Potter Deathly Hallows movies. The first part was just the build-up to the big finale. And hopefully this is the case for this one. Mockingjay Part 2 looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. I really can't wait for it. I was surprised to see this one. On November 25th, we're going to be getting another Pixar movie, The Good Dinosaur. Now, if I'm right, this is going to be the first time two Pixar movies come out in 1 year. That's pretty cool, because Pixar usually sticks to one movie a year. And for the most part, not recently, they are all great. Now, hopefully, I don't know. Again, I don't know anything about this movie. Hopefully, they can hit back with these two, Inside Out and The Good Dinosaur. If these two movies can hit really well, I'll know that Pixar is back and in full force. On November 25th, we have a movie that a lot of people probably won't be talking about for a little while, and that's The Martian. This is a movie that's based off of the book by Andy Weir. And you might be wondering, okay, it's called The Martian. What's so special about this one? I'll tell you what's so special. Ridley Scott's directing this. Yeah, Ridley Scott is directing a science fiction movie about a Martian. So in. On December 11th, we have In the Heart of the Sea, directed by Ron Howard. And this is an adaptation of Moby Dick. And honestly, I don't think we've had that yet. And I'm really excited for this because Moby Dick is one of my favorite books. And to see this movie to see this book be put into movie form and to be directed by Ron Howard, of all people, this looks good. It looks really good. And to cap this year off, on December 18th, my most anticipated movie, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Again, like the Avengers 2, I think this is on every single person's calendar to go and see. And it should be. It's Star Wars. Hold on, though. Even though this is my most anticipated movie of the year, even though it's probably a lot of other people's most anticipated movie of the year, keep a little skepticism on, because the last time we got a Star Wars movie recently, it was The Phantom Menace and The Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. See what I'm going here? All I'm saying is just keep that in the back of your head. Otherwise, this movie looks like it's going to be incredible. It's Star Wars. You know it's got to be good. After seeing the trailer for it, I honestly can't wait any longer. I can't wait an entire year for this. We're going to have some good movies, though. That's why I made this list, to tell you guys what's going to be the good movies of this year. It's all leading up to Star Wars, though. Cannot wait for it. So those are my most anticipated movies of this year. I know there's going to be a lot of other movies that come out this year that will definitely be getting a lot more buzz, but we'll see when those come out. But for now, we've got these movies that have been listed already, and I just wanted to make a list of the ones that I've seen, the trailers that I've seen for these movies. The people attached to them look great. Most of these movies, even though I'm skeptical about a lot of them, look like they're going to be great movies. I really can't wait for this year. Just January is out of the way. The stinkhole's done. So now we're actually getting into big, good movie season. So that's about it for this video. What did you guys think of this video? What are some of your most anticipated movies of the year? Comment below, talk amongst yourselves, and that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Click the subscribe button to see more videos that I've done, and I'll see you next time.